This is MRN Out Loud, brought to you by Hercules Tires.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of MRN Out Loud. Heading to Thunder Valley, getting ready to race on the dirt at Bristol Motor Speedway this weekend. Stewart Friesen will be joining us first up on the program. He's top 5 in the Camping World Truck Series standings. He'll be racing against his wife in that race, and he'll make his Cup Series debut at Bristol on the dirt this weekend as well. A little bit later on, our senior preview correspondent, William Byron, will join us to give us the perspective of a Cup Series regular about to run his first race in that car on dirt at Bristol this weekend. It's all ahead on MRN Out Loud. Stay with us.
Citywide to countryside, whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there no matter where the road takes you. Go to HerculesTires.com. There you can find the nearest authorized Hercules retail location to you. Plus, you can use the tire tracker to find out which Hercules tire fits your vehicle the best. That's HerculesTires.com. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Stewart Friesen joins us now. He drives the number 52 Hallmark Toyota in the Camping World Truck Series, and he'll be making his debut with Spire Motorsports in the Cup Series this weekend at Bristol on dirt. And Stewart, I know that brings a smile to your face, but what I didn't mention is you're going to also be racing your wife, who you're out shopping with right now.
Yeah, exactly. We're really excited to have Jessica in the 62 Tundra this weekend. Really looking forward to racing with her. She's been a great partner in life and a great teammate in the modified the last couple of years. So she's coming off a strong top 5 run at Port Royal Sunday with the Short Track Super Series, and hoping she can keep that momentum going this weekend.
Now, that's one of the things I wanted to ask you about is when I saw the press release come out that your wife was going to be a teammate / competitor with you, people went, this is just some publicity stunt. But she's a racer, right? Tell folks about her background because she's getting it done.
Yeah, we're she's definitely the real deal. This isn't a stunt, although she is a sponsor dream and brought a lot of sponsorship to the team. So really appreciate Corpac and Tad Parks, Miles Hill, Akal Russo, all our longtime partners that she's had through sprint car and modified days have came on board. So it's been really cool, kind of homecoming for everybody. And she's very analytical, really knows the shocks and chassis component stuff. So, there's stuff that she's suggested on the modified that I run and that's made me better with the 44 cars. So we're hoping, she can get out there and get comfortable, get some laps, and then, we can dial in both trucks and be fast.
Now, one of the things that's also very interesting about this to me is you guys actually met at the racetrack. So I got to wonder, did you guys bang doors and you went, I got to get to know her better, or how did that happen?
No, I watched her spin somebody out after the checkered at Rolling Wheels in the sportsman race, and kind of piqued my interest, and then said hi a couple of times in the pits, and ended up having dates at the drivers meeting at Utica Rome a couple of years after that. So it's been great. We've had a lot of fun racing. Obviously the last 5-6 years after, I was very fortunate to race for great modified owners, throughout my career. And then, getting hooked up with Chris Larson and the Halmar Group and doing this whole, Camping World Truck Series deal has been unreal. And, now to bring Jess on board is just, something more, it's the icing on the cake.
Last time the Camping World Truck Series raced on dirt, you won it. That was at Eldora. Now we come to a completely different animal in Bristol. They've hauled in tons of dirt there. What kind of a track are you expecting? Or will it be a last minute, let's see what it's all about type thing? Because nobody really knows.
That's the thing, obviously everybody's been watching the dirt nationals that they've had with all sorts of different style dirt cars on the track. So now that we're bringing pavement cars on the track, we'll see how the track reacts to that. If it slicks up, if it grips up, what the weather's going to do. So we'll just have to watch the track. And that's the beauty of dirt racing. It's never the same. It's always a little bit different. We'll have to watch and, kind of adapt on the fly. We've built a lot of adjustment into our Toyota Tundras, and then working with Kevin Belcourt and the whole Spire 77 group as well to hopefully have a good Cup car there too.
Yeah, I was wanting to ask you about that as well. How did that deal come together? I mean, obviously you got some real dirt track cred, and you've been doing that for a lot longer than you've been doing anything else. So how did it come about with Spire, and how eager have you been to get into a Cup car in the first place?
Yeah, actually, a longtime friend of mine, Glenn Sullivan, gave me TJ's number from Spire and said, "Hey, give him a shout and see maybe if there's a way to put something together." And talked to TJ and hit it off. His dad Ted used to sponsor Brett Hearn with the Auto Palace cars back in the '90s, the '72 cars on the Super Dirt Car Series. So another guy from the Northeast, and we hit it off. And Chris Larson from Halmar jumped on board and was really excited about it. So a great group coming together. Obviously, I've known Bellecourt and his guys, since we worked together at GMS a couple of years ago when he was crew chief and Justin Haley over there. So it's cool. We've talked a lot, and we're actually on our way after Jess goes shoe shopping here. We're on our way to Spire to sit in the seat and get fitted with those guys.
How radically different will these NASCAR vehicles be, both the truck and the cup car? Obviously a lot heavier than what you're used to racing on a dirt track, because I think a certain number of fans may think, what's the big deal? It's just another race vehicle, but boy, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. They're not a purpose-built dirt car, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Eldora's was a very exciting race for the truck series the last bunch of years because of that, and I think you'll see a lot of the same. At Bristol, it's going to race a little bit different, obviously different clay, a little bit different surface, and it's Bristol, so it'll be wild and fun, and I'm really looking forward to the opportunity of racing Bristol on dirt. I was a kid when they did it in the early 2000s and watched Sammy Swindell and Scott Bloomquist rip around there and thought, okay, they're never going to do that again, and I'm glad I was wrong.
How a lot of times dirt racers get asked what is successful about that genre of racing that could be applicable to the NASCAR world. And one of the things that was always exciting to me was the heat races, and you're going to have that this time. You're going to actually have some practice this time, which we haven't seen much of in the past year or so. How interesting is all that going to be? And is it something that you think we might see more of down the road?
Boy, it's hard to tell. Obviously I'm happy we have practice, and I'm all about that qualifying format, especially on dirt, maybe not so much on pavement. I kind of like a time trial format on pavement. Hopefully we can get back to that rather than the formula. It just helps if you had a bad week and you're coming up to a track where you're good at, helps you time trial and get up towards the front. But I think this is a great dirt track format. It's very Chili Bowl-esque. And obviously that's a wildly successful event. So it's a little bit of luck of the draw, but you can beat that by being solid, having a good heat race, or even if you have a bad draw, passing some cars and kind of improving your point score. So hopefully, with Jess with the 62, she'll get those 2 hours of practice to get comfortable, to get dialed in, and not have a lot of pressure to go there and put a time up that seeds you for a heat race like we had to do at Eldora last time. So it's a unique format, and I think it'll be well received.
Your truck season so far is off to a pretty good start. It's early, but you're top 5 in the standings, 5th in the standings right now, a top 5 at Vegas. How do you feel about your overall season so far on the truck side?
Oh, it's been great since we, partnered with Toyota last year and started this team, just over a year ago, really. It's just grown in leaps and bounds. Trip Bruce has done a great job, not only being crew chief, but just kind of, bringing these guys together and putting the right people in the right spots. We brought on Jonathan Leonard as our, head engineer, end of August, September last year, and it kind of turned our deal around. We got real good KBM chassis, and we got some speed. We had some speed at the end of last year, and that's rolling. So an unfortunate penalty at Atlanta kind of put us behind the 8 ball at the end of the race and had a worse finish than probably what we deserved. But that's racing, and I'm just happy we had the speed, because it's a lot more fun racing a fast truck and passing guys than it is scratching your head at the end of the day.
Absolutely. The schedule for the Truck Series, the Camping World Truck Series, a little quirky. After this, you'll have a 3-week break before you head to Richmond, where you had a top 10 last year. So with this dirt race at Bristol and then Richmond next, does it feel like an opportunity for you to get some momentum?
I hope so. I hope we're good this weekend at Bristol. And then, obviously we have a notebook from Richmond last year. So we'll see how that goes. And hopefully we can be a little bit better than top 10.
All right. Well, Stewart, we appreciate your time, and good luck on the dirt at Bristol, and good luck getting Jessica there. And as I heard you say before, the good news is if she does anything to the truck, you don't have to fix it.
That's exactly right. We got some good guys. We'll give HMS a little plug. Austin Langenstein does a great job with all the stuff going on here, and we have great guys in the shop. Actually, Tommy Conroy, my crew chief on the Dirt Modified, is coming to crew the 62 truck this weekend. So looking forward to having him and some other guys in the shop that don't get out to the races every week. So Adam Krieger is going to crew chief it, and it's going to be a good group. Both trucks are coming to the same hauler. So if nothing else, we're going to have a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. Stewart, good luck this weekend. Thanks for your time.
All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, William Byron will join us.
Sir, are you aware you were going 40 miles an hour? This is a residential area.
Sure, but I'm on my lawnmower? Wait, am I getting a ticket?
No, I've just never seen anyone top 9 miles an hour on one of those bad boys. And mow their entire lawn in 30 seconds? What got into you?
Well, it did fuel up at Sunoco this morning.
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. We've been doing it for American racing for over 50 years. Fuel your best.
Bristol, but with dirt. When you see that on the schedule, does it still kind of make you do a double take?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be such a challenge, I think, really. So I'm looking forward to it, though. I think it's going to be fun, and I just don't know what to expect, honestly. So I'm excited, and hopefully we can just have a good run.
What do you do to get ready for something that's so completely different like that? I mean, even at COTA, you can get on the simulator, but how do you simulate Bristol Dirt?
Well, I mean, luckily iRacing scanned it. So, I mean, hopefully that'll help a bit. But, I mean, I think the guys who run dirt are going to have a big advantage. And Kyle Larson is going to be really fast, and Christopher. So, I think those guys are going to have a big advantage. I don't know what all of the rest of us are going to do, asphalt guys, but I think it's going to be a challenge. You're going to have your elbows up, and it's going to be tough physically too, because you're going to be driving that thing hard. So, it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. I kind of, I didn't do the best at Eldora, but Bristol's got more banking and it's a little bit different feel. So kind of excited to get there and see what happens.
How much brain picking do you plan to do for Kyle Larson now that he's your teammate going back there?
Well, I mean, I definitely will, but I think he doesn't know what to expect either. So I think it's going to be just trying to pick his brain, trying to watch. I think the biggest thing on dirt is just doing it yourself, but also kind of watching where the fast guys run and what things they're doing to manipulate the car. So I'll definitely do that and try to stay, try to keep our car the same as his, and just try to go out there and learn from him.
Citywide to countryside, whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there no matter where the road takes you. Go to HerculesTires.com. There you can find the nearest authorized Hercules retail location to you. Plus, you can use the tire tracker to find out which Hercules tire fits your vehicle the best. That's HerculesTires.com. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
That's all the time we've got on this week's edition of MRN Out Loud. We want to thank Stewart Friesen for joining us, and William Byron as usual. And make sure you join us every Thursday right back here for another edition of MRN Out Loud.